I have never practiced graphic design. I've never worked for a company that required me to use my graphic design skills. Today, I'm going to be jumping on somebody's logo, and we're going to see how best we can recreate this logo. Let's see how good we can make this look. With that said as well, my process might be a lot different from yours. Remember that this is not something I do every day. So people may jump on this video and say, oh, well, you could have done it that way. That is what I want from you. I want the engagement. Tell me what I could have done different. Tell me how I could have done it different. And if it's something that you've never done before, maybe you could learn something from it. All right. By the way, this is a logo we're going to be looking at. It's called Karen's brand identity. Let's jump into it. And we have to, of course, give recognition to these creators. I think it's a group of guys, seem like. Casio, I can't say his last name. Braco Design, that might be a company's name. Now, one of the first processes that I go through if I'm doing anything is to just look at the basic shape, what I can create quickly, what I'm going to have to really kind of work on creating. And so far, I mean, it looks like we could create a ellipse, right? I mean, because it's circular. All right, so the first thing I'm probably going to do, or the first thing I will do, is create my ellipse. So now you can go in the ellipse tool, or you can press L. Now, I'm not here to teach you how to use Illustrator, because again, you guys might know a lot better than me, and you might be way better than I am at doing this. So I'm not going to say I'm going to teach you guys how to create and the most efficient way of creating. Again, this is just an exercise to help to build my confidence. It's for me. All right, so let's give this a fill. I'll probably fill it with red for now, just to get it nice and bright. All right, so we have our ellipse. I think the next couple of things I will create is my lip and my eyes. All the other stuff look like they're kind of drawn in, so we can do that. All right, so let's jump in and create our eyes. Now, our eye, we could use the pen tool for that. So let's select a different color, maybe black. And we're going to start drawing our eye. Now, I'm going to draw this eye the way I know how to do it, right? So I could do like so, do like so, and do like so, all right? You can add an anchor point here as well, all right? Yep. Well, you don't really add an anchor point, and you can bring that down like so. And let's go back and use our direct select, and we're going to select this anchor, and we're going to just adjust it that it looks similar to theirs. So I'm not trying to create it exactly like how they did, but I mean, if we can get close to their design, that's a big accomplishment. That will make me feel a little more confident, right? A little bit more confident. So we have our eye. That looks decent. Next thing we said we were going to create is the lips. Now the lips, I'm probably going to have to use the pen tool to draw this as well. But if you notice, the lip looks symmetrical. And we're probably going to have to use like a reflection tool, to get that lip looking nice and symmetrical. So let's first draw just the basic parts of this lips, right? So we have this part, we have this part, and maybe have another little arch here, and then boom. As a matter of fact, if you do hear little fart sounds, it's my son, because this guy is playing this game that he's crying about now too. I don't even know why he's crying. Man's get upset. He takes this game personal. But anyways, that's what we have. Let's put it in the center there. As a matter of fact, I do have my snapping tool on, so you will notice that things will snap. If it does get in the way, if you, for example, you have it on, it does get in the way, I would recommend just turning it off, because it does get annoying sometimes. Now imagine these guys probably took months to create this logo and to come up with this concept, and I'm trying to do this in one exercise. So don't feel bad if you do this and it's not, I mean, obviously, again, we're not trying to create what they created. All right, so I'm going to Control C to copy this, and then I'm going to paste this in front. Paste it in front is Control F. So now we have two layers. If you notice, there's two of the same thing. We just really want to select the front one. So we'll close the back or lock the back layer, which is the one behind. And then what we're going to do now is put this, use the reflection tool to put this to put this over. So it's a reflect tool or O. You can press this or O. And the 2 points you want to select is the points in the center. All right. And then it'll do something like so. Now, if you notice too, I don't like the way how this turned out because it's not smooth. But what we're gonna do is hopefully when we join this, oh, I locked the layer. Hopefully when I join this, then let's say when I join it, it'll give me one anchor point in the middle, which it did. All right, so now you notice how that is. We're gonna just raise this up, and we're gonna just raise this up. Hopefully, yep, we can get them on the same level. You know, and yeah, we could probably just bring it down a little bit more, and I think that looks good. I personally think that looks good. We could probably bring this middle piece just up a little bit more, in the middle of her lips, and I think that those lips looks fine. So what we are gonna do next is we're gonna start drawing in these hair. This is how I am gonna approach it. Again, if you have an idea that's better than mine, then by all means, I'm going to use my pen tool and I'm going to start drawing some lines. Hopefully this doesn't have the fill on. If it does, just go ahead and switch it from fill to stroke. And we're just going to start creating these nice little curves. All right, these nice little curves like so. Now don't pay attention to what the curve looks like initially. I mean, this is my first one, so what I'm going to do is move it in place just to make sure that the others, I can draw them nice. So I can make this nice enough so I can follow suit with the others, because the others are kind of gonna trail behind this nice curve that's right here. We can, yeah, I think that's fine. For now, I'm just going to use my pen tool to draw these in, right? Again, fill is on. Let's move that over to the stroke. And that's it. So just start moving these around, making them nice. If you want to make them nice, you can wait to the end to make. I mean, I could have done, to be honest, I could have done this moving around in the end, but I like visually, that's just how I am. I kind of make, and this is a big part of what sets me back too, is just that I like to see things a certain way, even when the process just begun. It's just how I work. It's just a part of me that probably I need to work on. Let's get the shape of our face, Nice little face. Her face is nice and round. Again, switch that over to your stroke, and boom. Again, I'm going to start working on just shaping these with my direct select, just to make it nice. I can at least see what I'm doing, right? All right, that looks a lot better. What I'm going to have to do is move my eyes over. Just actually, my eyes can come down a little bit. That's probably what I'm gonna have to do for now, and we can figure it out later. Now let's get her nose. Our nose looks like it's weird, but we're gonna do our nose like so for now. All right, we're gonna do our nose for like so for now. And we're gonna stop it right there. Let's go back and switch that over to stroke. I don't know why I keep joining the fill. Let's go ahead and anchor this up. I mean, direct select, and let's start shaping this bad boy. I think that looks good. And what we can do too is move this mouth over, this lip over just like so, to match up. All right, so that's that. This is what we have, and I think this looks good. Now you might say this doesn't look anything like a shape, and I'm gonna agree because I'm not there yet. All right, so what we're gonna do from here is select all the lines that we've drawn. Don't select our shapes because these are shapes, these are lines. All right, and I'm gonna size this up to probably about 5. Let's see what 5 looks like. Yeah, I think 5 is nice. The only thing I'm gonna do right here is just, you know, make sure that I have nicer curves coming in here. You know, just nicer curves. Probably bring this over just a little bit like so. You know. All right. After this, then my next move is to convert these lines into shapes. So we're going to expand them into fill and stroke. So now that everything is expanded, I'm going to just use the Pathfinder tool to join these, to unite them. I did expand everything actually. I expanded the shapes as well. So before I do anything, I'm going to make a copy of this background, copy, and I'm going to paste it in the back. That's Control B, and I'm going to close the back layer, or the one in the back. Close the one in the back. All right, we leave the one in the front open, and I'm gonna use the Pathfinder tool again. Hopefully this works. Sometimes Pathfinder is a little weird. You have to understand it. I don't really understand the Pathfinder every process, how it works, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work the way I want it to. And we're just gonna knock out that shapes. Like now, it worked, but the problem is my back layer is on. Let's turn that back layer off so you can see what happened. And that's what we have right now. All right, I think this looks really good. Now there's some things that I'm gonna have to fix. Of course, you can see this needs to be fixed, and I'm gonna just use my subtract tool again to just remove some of these. What happened? Yeah, subtract. Let's remember the shortcut. Subtract is really subtract, but sometimes when I use subtract, it does something else. I don't want to subtract that one. Let's subtract this one, and let's see if I can fix it, make it looks nice. Actually, that's fine as is. We're not going to stress about it. For this one, I'm going to use my direct select, and probably, I don't know, let's see if we can, maybe if we delete this point, it'll be all right. Probably not. If we delete this point, it doesn't look good, then we're going to fix it, but it looks fine. All right, so we have that. What else should we clean up? So our nose is nothing like their nose, and we're going to fix that nose like their nose, right? All right, so let's keep this part just like so, and I'm gonna bring this up. Actually, let's delete one of these. All right, and let's see if I can put it might not work. Let's see if I can use. Oh, it worked. So what I did is I just went back to my anchor point tool, which is Shift C, and I created that nice little curve. All right, and now we're just gonna use our direct select and make it look similar to theirs. I honestly think this looks good. So my next step is to turn on this layer that's in the back. Close that layer that's in the front, and we're gonna select the layer. Actually, the layer is still closed. Select that layer in the back, and we're gonna turn that. We're gonna change. As a matter of fact, let's paint. Nah, I want my black to be true black. I'll select the black. Select the black. Let's do it again. Black is all zeros, by the way. You can always type all zeros in, and that looks good. That looks good. Nose is a little bit more bigger though, so let's bring the nose over just a tad bit as well. Let's unlock our layer. Close the back layer. Again, any layer not working in, a good thing is to just close them. You know, because they'll get in the way. They'll become a nuisance. They become a nuisance to you. You know, just close them when you're not using them. I think that looks good. I think that looks good. This side, let's see what that's up. This side is just a little bit more out there. Yeah. Let's close our layer to the front, and now let's expand the back layer just to fit. Wow, look at that. Boom. And now all I'm gonna do is close my back layer again, and I'm gonna copy their color and like so. Before I start giving you a long lecture, this let's fix this one other thing that I see. And I'm trying to figure out the most efficient way to fix this is to probably get rid of this one and use my direct select, bring her down like so, and just make sure that it looks good. Oh, I'm pulling the wrong one. Make sure it looks good. You alright, kiddo?
Yeah.
Make sure it looks good. So that's what we have right here. This is how I did it. You could probably do it differently. The logo is not easy or hard to do. It's just a matter of your process. People would have probably created this in 5 minutes. I don't know. That is my process. Again, if you're having creator's block like myself, jump on these website and just find something to create. This is going to be something I'm going to do probably every week. I'm going to take at least an hour or two out of my time to record and to upload these processes. We're going to recreate a bunch of logos just to get ourselves seasoned into design, you know, just to get ourselves used to it, just to get ourselves used to the process until we can create a portfolio of our own. Again, this is things you can do. If I can do it, I'm sure you can do it too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.